Good evening, and welcome to Tech 5143-001. Today we have a different experience. We had guest speakers before, we had lectures, we had everything. Today we'll have a remote access experience. Some of you had it before, some have it for the first time. Who had a remote access experience before? You had it? Did you like it? Very good. Today we are connecting to Penn State University, and it is 1 hour ahead of us, I think, or after us. So today is 6 o'clock, it's 7 o'clock there. And our, I wouldn't say guest speaker, but I would say our host. He is connecting us from the nanotechnology labs of Pennsylvania State. It's a big area, very impressive, very inspiring, should I say. I spent some time there, visited a few times, and it is very impressive research place, and all kinds of things happen there. Now, Dr. Abdon will be kind enough to talk with us and show us what they have in remote access, and not only that, but he will give some of us who volunteer to come here and use the mouse, and he will give connection to Penn State so you can control the electron microscope from here, and he will guide you and so forth. So it will be fun things to do. So without much ado, I want you to give him a warm welcome from Illinois to Pennsylvania. So, thank you.
Hi guys. Okay, so I'm gonna share the screen, and I guess we can start.
Is this good?
Yeah. Okay, can you see the screen, the slides?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, perfect. My name is Abdon Pena Francesc. I'm a grad student here in the Engineering Science and Mechanics department. I'm also working at the Center for Nanotechnology Education and Utilization, and in this clean room facility that we have. I'm a grad student here in the 4th year, so hopefully graduating soon. And so you know a little bit of my background. I have a master's in chemical engineering and a bachelor's in mechanical engineering from University of Institut Químic de Sarrià in Barcelona, Spain. And if you have some interest, I'll show you a couple of slides of my research as well. You can check this website. It's a short description of my work here at Penn State. And you can find my contact information in case you have any question about it. If you guys have any question about the things I know the slides I'm going over, I'm saying that when we're running the SEM, just don't hesitate on interrupting me, and I cannot see you, so you can just give a shout and I'll stop and I'll do my best to answer your questions. So Dr. Wahby asked me
we are not having Dr. Jane
myself.
Today to be 28,
so I'm from,
so you don't
I'm
have
from
to stay.
This little town.
This is with
Spain
Penn State
called, Capsanes. It's
access, remote
near
access.
Barcelona,
You don't have to stay
and
on
it
this
has
one.
134 inhabitants, because we counted them one by one. So it's a very, very little town. And here I am now in the US, in Pennsylvania, doing some research. I have one sister who's awesome. It's very, very cool human being. And we usually go. My hobbies are mostly music. I play music, and with my sister we go scuba diving. And it's one of the reasons that I ended up working with squids. And I'll show you in a couple of slides what that's about. So my research focuses on structural proteins. In case you're not familiar, structural proteins are proteins that form large aggregates and are very mechanically stable. For example, your hair is made of keratin, or your skin is made of elastin. They're proteins that they have a structural function. And depending on the amino acid sequence, which are like these letters that you see here, each of these is a different amino acid. Depending on this sequence, we can control the assembly into specific nanostructures that give different properties to these materials. And they're the most abundant proteins in nature. And recently discovered protein, structural protein, is the SRT for squid ring teeth. And it's a protein that it's in the suction caps. As you can see here, the squids, they have this serrated ring that differently than other teeth structures, this is made 100% of protein. No calcium, it's not mineralized. And it's very cool because there is one ring of this in each of the suction caps in the tentacles around. So when they're catching some fish, they don't only apply suction, but they also bite. It's a bit creepy, but very effective for the squids. And it's a very interesting material. So it has a nanoporosity. So you can see here, you show these lines. These are, they're like nano channels. They're around like 100 nanometer in diameter that provide the mechanical stability to the system. And my work consists more or less on I'm studying the relationship between sequence, structure, and final properties of the material, and also how to fabricate functional materials out of this. And in our lab, we have developed nanoparticle systems based on these proteins, so nanotubes for wetting applications. We developed a system that pretty much anything you can do with a thermoplastic polymer, you can do it with this protein, which is pretty cool and opens up a lot of possibilities for real life application of this material. And if you're more interested on this, please feel free to check out that website that I mentioned in a couple of slides ago, or just Google my name, something will show up, and it'll take you in here. And in order to do this, well, we're using the facilities here at Penn State to fabricate and to characterize all these nanomaterials. And it's very important, not only the fabrication steps, but also the characterization. All right. For example, have you ever seen or read about this cup? It's one of the finest pieces of work on glass from the Roman Empire, right? And it is very cool because depending on the angle of the light, it changes color. Does anyone know how that happens? No? Okay, so the Romans, they used silver and gold nanoparticles to get this amazing coloration. But of course, they didn't know that they had nanoparticles. They figured out a process to achieve that. Similarly, I'm from Spain, and in Europe we have many churches all over the place, and very old churches. And for example, you could tell whether the town had money or not from their stained glass. For example, if you see some stained glass in the churches that is red, that means that they had gold nanoparticles, and they had to ask a master artisan to make them for them, right? So these techniques have been around for a very long time, but if we want to control this and we want to tailor the nanoparticles or to change the properties of the material that we have to control this, right? So it's very important that we also not just make this on a Holy Mary experiment, but we have to measure, we have to control how we do this, right? And that's why the nanofabrication and nano characterization facilities here at Penn State give us a lot of opportunities in that. And more within the context of today's remote access, we're going to do nano characterization with a microscope, electron microscope, the FESR. So why do we need? Why all the hassle? Why do we need to go through all these problems to measure this if we cannot? Why don't use a regular microscope?